Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It is episode number 5 of the Summer Career Mode. Hope you're doing well. Loads to get through in today's episode as the January transfer window is going to open. More youth scouts in the FA Cup third round at home to a Premier League side, Everton at the Kassam, and more games in the Championship on the back of our loss to Sheffield United. Gab at the top of the table, cut to 2 points, 4 points separating the top 4 teams. Very tight right now in race to promotion places, so let's get back on track in our first game today. First of many, Swansea at the Kassam. Yeah, those teams below us are all far better than us. There's no denying that. That Sheffield United game showed me like we're the weakest of the four. We might be top of the table, but we're the weakest of the 4 teams. There's no denying that at all. We've already lost to Southampton and Sheffield United. We drew against Leicester, to be fair, as Dembele pops it in. Higgins, Harris, sorry, in for Higgins. Oh, fires it just wide. But I think for me, it's about winning these games. You know, I don't mind if we lose to the Blades or the Saints or the Foxes. We got to win these games. We win these games against teams that are struggling. I think we'll stay in at least a playoff place. But these are the ones I'm worried about. Slip-ups in these games are the ones I can't afford. It's a mantra I've kind of been repeating in a lot of my RTGs recently, which is if you win your bankers, you'll probably win the title. It doesn't always work out that way, as you know, sometimes you do need to get the wins against the title rivals, but I'm a firm believer that in a long season, great ball for Harris, ain't going to miss this one. Oh yes he is, what a terrible attempt. If you win your bankers, you'll probably win the championship. If you get a point or even a win against a title rival, that's a bonus. But really, don't worry too much if you lose to what is right now a better team. Just win these games. Focus on these victories. Chiesa to Dembele. A first half of dominance. Just haven't got the goal to show for it. It's rolled into Sibley. And Louis given space. Go on, come with me, come with me. And yeah, there we go. Teddy Lowe ain't going to miss. Teddy Lowe ain't going to miss. Started him deeper in this game. I like when he charges forward, which he does for the opening goal. Finally, the pressure pays off, using front right before the break. I'll tell you who Teddy Lowe reminds me of, and this is a player I always thought was incredibly underrated during his time at Chelsea. And maybe my Blues fans probably know who I'm going to say here, but it was Ramirez. Ramirez, what a player he was on his day, man. Seriously, he was so technically gifted, but he was tenacious. He was an incredibly hard-working athlete that was capable of playing further forward, sometimes on the flank as well, but mainly a little bit deeper. His passing ability was top-notch. He could shoot as well. Buckley rattles one off the other side of the crossbar. How is it still only 1-0? And again, just as adept going forward as he was sitting back, tackling, breaking up play, he really could do everything. Great box-to-box midfielder, and that's who Lowe reminds me of in this team as well. I still can't believe it is only 1-0 in this game. I have absolutely dominated. Probably the best game I've played, or one of the best games I've played all the season long. And we only lead by 1 here. We've got the Rams at the Kassam in 3 days' time. But with this coming on Christmas Day, I do not want to go into that. Dropping the ball. And we're not going to. Dembele surely wraps up with 26 minutes to go. We should be up by 4 or 5, but I'll take a 2-0 scoreline. That's what we got. That's probably what we'll end up with. Oh, the chances again. Come on, don't concede though. Don't concede. Points might be wrapped up, but because of how tight it is, it might well come down to goal difference. I love this animation, by the way. It's really cool. It might well come down to goal difference. So to concede a goal like that, listen, in the grand scheme of things, not the end of the world. We got the 3 points. That's the most important thing. But if we end up missing out on be it automatic promotion or playoffs by a single goal, those are the moments that you will remember. Dropping a +1 on the GD right at the end of a game you had full control over. Even so, take the win back to winning ways, and let's see if we can follow it on and start a winning run as well. Next up, 3 days' time, staying at the Kassam and welcoming the Rams. Derby County coming to Oxford. Ball through that. And Derby through for the opening goal here. Played back, 1-0. Kemar Roofe, ex-Oxford man himself, of course. He scored 2 against me at Pride Park. Scores 1 against me here. No love lost between him and the fans. Derby in front. I remember in my Plymouth Argyle save early this year in the Championship, we were in the top 2 for the majority of our first season and bottled it in the second half of the campaign. Finished in the playoffs and lost the final. I have to say, I can see that happening again. I really can. As El Mazzuni, wonderful bit of dribbling, finds a bit of space to pull the trigger. Good save and turn behind for a corner. Yep, lightning rarely strikes twice, but sometimes it does. And this might be one of those occasions. 56 in, still down. 20 minutes to go. Looks like the best we can do here is claim a point. But at the moment, can't get the ball off Derby. They've just basically kept hold of it for the entire game. And I've only had really 1/2 chance as Higgins. Trademark aggression. You're going to need a crowd. Yeah, the crowd getting on that defender's back as there's a turnover in possession. We'll get a rare chance here. Let's see if we can take it. Curry down the left-hand side. Step in field, step in field. Oh, Teddy, why didn't you keep running, son? There was a bit of space there. It's okay. Can't mess this up, though, because I've barely had the ball all game long. And Teddy with great footwork. Stops on a dime, takes his time, what a goal! Teddy from Tame with a super bit of skill, 1-1. Don't lose it, man, don't lose it. Not like this, not like this. Coming, great save. And there's not going to be enough time for an attack as Teddy will dink it, and that will do it. So, yeah, couldn't find a winner in the end, but it does mean we don't return to losing and have 2 defeats in 3, but only 1 wins in our last 3 games now. And yeah, Oxford starting to feel the pressure that comes with leading the way at the halfway stage. Right, we'll jump out of this game into the following game. Final one in December before the January window opens off to Vicarage Road, and a really tricky test here. Again, not getting much rest time right now, so we need to keep on rotating. Watford away in Hertfordshire. Massive game to try and bounce back from here. Right at the start of the season, I would have been buzzing how we just made the playoffs. But when you improve and when you start to develop, it's only natural that your objectives need to move with you, if you will. And so that's why at the moment I'm saying playoffs minimum. Like, it has to be playoffs minimum from here, from the start we've had. Anything short of that is going to be a failure in our eyes. Kind of feel it's the same with Nottingham Forest last season. Nottingham Forest at the start of the season never would have thought European football was, well, maybe a very slim chance, but realistically, you know, just make sure we survive and finish mid-table. But as they got better, as the season went on, they had to change their objectives, and so for them, finishing in that Conference League spot, that was the minimum expectation for them midway through the season, and they got it. So for us, that's exactly how I'm feeling as well. Minimum expectation now is stay in the playoffs at least. So second half underway, still leading by 1. Again, we've got to return to winning consistently, as we always say. That's the name of the game, consistency. And it's a long old season. 1 win in 4 is not going to cut it in our quest for promotion. And that's what it will be if we fail to hold on here. Not been at our best, but still leading for now. And a second goal might wrap it up for us. Dembele. Harris for 2. Brilliant finish. Top corner. Oxford double the lead with half an hour to play. Surely returning to the Kassam with 3 big points. Trying to get a late fight back going here. Cumming makes the save. Not exactly convincing keeping. Chance remains alive. And played into the centre and finished. And our run of clean sheets continues. And can we now hold on 7 to make sure we grind out this 1-goal victory again? Nerves, nerves, nerves in the away end behind that goal. Great tackle by Kieran Brown. And that might be the clincher as well. And it definitely will be if we score from this. Harris trying to find Dembele. And Dembele, oh, keeps, I think, tipped it onto the post. And again, Oxford hit the woodwork. Thankfully, it's not going to matter. We might not get the dagger, but we do hold on to the win. 2 in 3, no losses in 3, and possibly starting to get a foothold on the back of that big defeat at Bramall Lane. How many times this season have we hit the woodwork? We've only just entered January, but now it's here. Transfer window's open and 3 more scouting updates. See what we got. We're from England. I don't think anyone's going to make the cut this month. And these are our final 2 from Bangladesh and from DR Congo as well. So no one making it from Bangladesh. So 2 fullbacks picked up from DR Congo. Is anyone going to make it in the final month? Well, I think Mbaga probably might get given one. Slightly concerned the potential range is still so high. And is anyone else going to make it? Possibly Lamine Camara. You know, I'm going to put both in the academy, but I don't think they'll both get pro deals. They'll make the academy, but I don't think they get pro deals. What I'm going to do, because I mean, no gems have come from here, is I'm going to fire that scout and pick up a better one as well. Because 2-star judgment, it's just not enough. And the problem is, their overalls are so low. Kamara is 52 and Mbaga is 54. So it's going to take a while before we can even check the potential with them hitting 60 overall. So they might end up making it, but the chances are they'll probably end up getting released. And I think what I'm going to do as well is, because if you look at the finances here, we've actually got a lot less money in our for, only just under £1 million. We've got a small squad. I don't really want to sell anyone in this window. I still need to give our Polish winger a new contract too. I think what I'm going to do is, now that the Bangladesh scout has come back, is I'm going to send that scout back out to DR Congo for 3 months and just sack the other one when he comes back and try and get a 4-star scout for next season. So, Yeah, once he's back from Bangladesh, can I recall him now actually? Because the update's fit. What? Why is he not back yet? The update's finished. He's already returned. Why can't? What do you mean recall him? He's already here. I just saw him. He was in my office 5 minutes ago with the report. What do you mean recall him? Well, anyway, I'm gonna send this 4-star scout out to DR Congo for the rest of the season, and hopefully we'll find someone. And then next season we'll do a fresh free scouting with what will be 4-star or maybe even a 5-star judgment scout if we're lucky. So let's jump into the following game. It is Swansea away in South Wales. Heading to this one right now, incredibly close in the title race. Leicester dropped off a little bit. They and Coventry are both 8 points behind us, but we're only 2 clear of the Saints and the Blades, and we've got a worse goal difference record than both of those teams as well. 25 games in, still a long way to go. 21 remaining, and a big one here away at the Liberty. Swansea in Wales next up. That Cameron went in, and Polish winger who again needs that new contract, adding to our financial issues. Off to Louis Sibley. Yeah, it's been a few games without a goal for Higgins as well. Could do with him getting one here in Wales. And maybe he will. Yes, he will. Brilliant finish. Past Lawrence Vigouroux. And his mini goal drought over. Higgins back on the score sheet. Oxford in front 17 minutes in. We've lost to Southampton and Sheffield United this season. So still got to play them twice as well. Probably going to lose both of those games too. Even though they'll both be at home. Like I said a moment ago, these are the games. These are the games. Oh, what a touch and finish from Michael Higgins. These are the games we've got to win. I don't mind if we lose those games. We probably will lose back-to-back in those games. But if we win these games, I feel confident we'll probably stay in the top 2. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ball into the middle. Higgins with the roulette. And a great ball out wide. I've got to give this guy a new contract post-game, man. Because even though, again, he is now in his mid to late 20s, as Higgins gets his second hat-trick of the season, he's still a really important piece, and I want to keep him as one of our technically senior players for the following seasons. A Higgins hat-trick, second of the year, Oxford 3-0 up in Wales. Yep, that'll do it. 3-0 scoreline, a second hat-trick of the season for Higgins, who was replaced straight after his goal, so doesn't get the match ball. We'll give it to him in the dressing room, don't worry about that. And Oxford rolling once again. 3 wins in 4, no losses in 4, and staying top of the table for now. So just fired that 2-star scout and sent our 4-star scout, who was previously in Bangladesh, out to DR Congo for the rest of the season. It wasn't fair scouting that country with a 2-star scout. We were never going to find anyone good, so hopefully between now and the end of the season we will find a genuine gem from DR Congo. And after that we gave a new contract to our Polish winger as well. He might be 27, so technically now looking to be one of the seniors of the team, but he's been really good this season, so I don't want to lose him on a free transfer. I'll need him next year, whether we're still in the second tier or in the Premier League. And speaking of Premier League, our following game is against a Premier League team. Everton coming to the Kassam, heading into this one. Again, nice little run of form for the U's. 3 wins in 4, no defeats in 4. But even though we don't have our strongest lineup out for this game, I won't mind too much if we go out. Our sole focus is still in staying in the top 6 in the Championship. So following game, first test against Premier League opposition, David Moyes' Toffees coming to the Kassam. Ghana to Ndiaye. And now back to the Ukrainian Michaelenko. As Jake O'Brien takes over and finds James Garner. It's going to be a tough old game, this. I can already tell as Doucouré rolls it through. It's like ankle, great ball. Calvert-Lewin shot saved by Cumming and pounced on in the rebound. But yeah, it's going to be, for the most part, one-way traffic for this game. Don't think we'll get many chances. I don't think Higgins is going to get much service either. This is going to be really one-way traffic for the majority of it. The only question is going to be how long can we hold on. DCL rolls it across. Ndiaye, Doucouré. The answer, 19 minutes, 36 seconds. Lovely finish by Doucouré, 1-0 Toffees. Michaelenko, wonderful ball through to Doucouré. And the goal scorer rolls it through. Calvert-Lewin bends one, great save by Cumming. And can Amin prevent the corner? Yes, he can. And feed it down the line at the same time as well. But this is going to be a really tough contest to get back in, man. We've done well to only keep it at 1. Oh, play. Oh, what a touch. Hold on. Can you finish? Oh, that might be the only chance we get. Almost marking his contract extension with a goal against the Toffees. Fired it wide. The only chance we'll get to force extra time is on the break. Had to take that. That is so frustrating, man, because we often talk about it. When you're taking on a team that's far better than you, you have to be clinical. Otherwise, you have no chance of winning. There's that shot from range. Oh, he's beaten Cumming, sorry. He really should have got something on that. Because that's the thing, they're going to get several chances. You might only get the ones. You have to take it. I didn't, I've been punished for it. But Jamie is going to want that one back. That's poor goalkeeping there. Caught out from range. Toffees make it 2. Game over, good night. And our cup run ends before it even started in the third round. I'm not going to be too gutted though. I'm not going to be too gutted. Because I said in this game, you know, we do well to even take it to extra time. In the end, the Toffees show their class and the Premier League side knock us out in the third round. It might be a blessing in disguise because I have more rest time now between the Championship games, and that's what we'll end on in our final game today. Stay at the Castle, we're back to matters in the Championship, aim to get back to winning ways here and make it 3 straight in the league. Norwich at home, our final game today. Oh, lovely ball through. Josh Sargent, 1-on-1, brought out Cumming, tried to put him off, couldn't do so. Flag stayed down, definitely onside. And the American with the goal. Norwich in front as things stand for back-to-back losses. Oh no. Spencer, great tackle. And Teddy to Sibley. Higgins asked to go right. It's a great ball through to him. Puts one man on the floor, beats another. Michael Higgins, the composure he's got as a teenager is incredible. 10 minutes later, back on level terms. So half an hour to play, still tied at 1-1, but I'll be gobsmacked if it finishes this way. It's a game which has been very, very open, and despite the lack of clear-cut chances, it's just because the only thing that's been missing is the final ball. That's literally all it is, just the final ball in this game has been missing for both teams. The only 2 times it happened ended up resulting in a goal. Sargent plays a great ball through, and that is the right kind of ball. Jonathan Rowe drags it back, Sargent in the middle. Oh, Cumming just couldn't keep it out. Second for the American, Norwich back in front. I said someone's going to win it, it's going to be the Canaries. Still time, but it's not looking good. Jonathan Rowe gets away, rolls it back. Sargent on for a hat-trick. No, selflessly says instead, I'll take a hat-trick of goal contributions and finds Rowe for the third. Too fragile defensively. Norwich with the win. And yeah, it feels so similar to the Plymouth save I did earlier this year. We were top and in the top 2 for a while, and then bottled it towards the end and lost the playoff final. I can see the same thing happening again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What has happened today, seriously? Awful, awful. Oh, Cumming again. Hat-trick for the American. Oxford dropping off top spot, Norwich with the win, and this is not how I wanted to end the episode. Dumped out of the cup and then humiliated by the Canaries home. That'll do it though, guys. Thank you for watching the episode. If you enjoyed it, if you have, then please do drop a like. So you'll have a fantastic day. I will try and pick up in the next one with the remainder of the January window. Might loan out one or two of our youth players, more scouting updates, and hopefully getting back to form in the Championship as well. Have a great day, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Come on, Oxford, don't fall apart.